Hi, I'm going to break down a mini flow, and it's one that works with a sense of continuing movement. What I like about it is that once you understand the different shapes you're moving through, it begins to make sense because I'm always working with the way the body would naturally want to move towards. I'll start, the first round will be really slow and I'll break it down, and then I'll repeat it just a few times so that you can see how it gets linked together. So something that starts off as a series of shapes becomes one long movement that through repetition can become a moving meditation. So I start this one in downward facing dog. Facing anywhere, I'm not using a mat right now just because it will limit me into which direction I should face. And you know me, I don't like that. So as I start in downward facing dog, getting nice and pliable. So I start with what I call little twisty dogs, and this is important to keep bending the knees. When we think of always locking out the knees, we lose that spring-loaded action that we can get through the feet, the knees, and the pelvis. And turn the toes to the left now. And I'm going to drop my hips a little bit more towards my feet so that I can pick up the right foot, draw the right foot underneath, and keep the pelvis low so that there's not a lot of pressure on the shoulder. As I flip under, I'm going to find rock star, and as I do that, now I can lift up and center my weight between the tripod of 2 feet and 1 hand. And then just negotiate, find that smaller negotiation to activate the back of the body, thinking about the hamstrings, thinking about the butt cheeks, the middle back, the upper back, everything working. And then just lower the hips to sit down. Change hands behind you to pick up the right leg, cross the right ankle above the left knee. And from here, I just rock from side to side, right butt cheek to left butt cheek. I'm not that interested in doing a hip opener. I'm interested in finding range of motion connected to the hip into the lower back. It's the isolating of the butt cheek we've done a little bit too much of. I've probably said that a million times. Stop stretching your hips. Okay, so now with this rocking momentum, I'm going to continue to the left. And as I continue to the left, I put the right foot down on the floor, the right hand down on the floor. It's an unfolding until I come to Ardha Chandrasana. I like to take a couple pulses here so I'm not fixated on locking the supporting leg. On this side, it's the right leg. And then just lower that into Virabhadrasana 2. And using the pressure of that engage release through the right leg, I'm going to change sides, push off from the right leg, shift into the left, rotating through the feet, the right heel comes up. So now I'm in a high lunge over the left leg, but I'll bring the right elbow around to find this spiral reach. So if you've worked with me before, you've done this before. It's as if I'm about to go into Pavrita Pajvakonasana, but I'm not. It's a flirtation, and I like to keep the back knee bent so I don't have to worry about the configuration of my knee, my ankle, and my pelvis. They find that alignment on their own. If I straighten out the knee, then I have to start wrenching a little bit with the hip joint and the ankle, and I don't want to do that. So I'm continuing in this action, this spiral reach. Place the right hand down on the floor, continue going to the left. Just fold the right leg underneath, stack the left knee on top. I'm kind of facing away from you, so I'll shift. And I'm in a variation of Gomukhasana. This could be double pigeon, it could be just cross-legged. I could stack my knees on top. And I start negotiating here, and that's just, first of all, thinking about the rib cage moving around the pelvis. So not only do I stimulate movement in the spine, but also the front of the body has to work as well to accommodate that. Sometimes I add a shoulder opener, and I might pass through something a little bit more intensive, but I don't want to hold on to intensity. I want to be able to always negotiate. If you haven't worked with me before or not that often, I'm always talking about intense relationships being brief, right? We know that in life. They can be useful, but they need to be brief. And it's the same with the relationship you have in your body. And so now as I unfold, I'm going to go the way the only way the body can move. And that's going to be back towards the right, away from the leg that's stacked on top. And from there, I can unfold into downward facing dog. Just taking time to adjust where my feet and my hands are. Once again, always getting nice and pliable. And then I can begin the same thing going the other direction. So as I bend the knees and start to play with that squatty dog. So shifting the heels from one side to the other side, but moving through a bent knee position. And when the toes are facing to the right, the heels to the left, keeping both knees bent, pick up that bottom leg. This side will be the left leg, and just step it under. And if you're trying to do this without looking, look first if you've never done it like this before. So as I step my foot down in the most supportive place, so that my feet, my knees are parallel-ish, now I can negotiate lifting up into my rock star. So I haven't had a lot of pressure on my shoulder until this point. So I know how to feel what's going on in the upper back. Get the butt cheeks involved. Get the hamstrings involved. Make it as big as you like. And I always like to shift weight between those 3 points so that I just keep negotiating movement. As you come to sit now, take the right hand behind you, cross the left ankle just above the right knee. And this also turns into that rocking sensation, right side, left side a little bit. So it's that sense of internal massaging. But it's also creating a momentum. It's also getting my hips moving towards the next shape, which is Ardha Chandrasana. I'm going to shift a little bit to the side with my hips here, just so that you'll get a better visual. So as I rock all the way to the right, the left foot comes down, the left hand comes down, and as I unfold, I realize with the left foot and the left hand on the floor, I can unfold to Ardha Chandrasana. Again, taking a couple bends in the supporting leg, so that I feel that sense of where the power and stability comes from. A lot of energy through the extending leg. If I want to take the left hand off, with the knee bent, I feel where the power is. Then place it down, the right foot down, to find simple Virabhadrasana, but keep it alive. The arms are alive as well. So I don't want to have that sense that I'm floating, flying through the air. The fingers are reaching away from each other. They're also getting that sense of being engaged, moving, and finding power, so that I can use the power of the left foot to push off, to rotate towards the right leg. As I do so, the left heel is going to come up. So my whole leg comes with me, the hip comes with me. The right foot might be slightly turned in. I like it slightly turned in, is my bone structure. You might want it slightly turned out. I continue that movement with the left arm into the spiral reach. So I've got the whole body from this left foot, the whole left side of the body gets this sense of trying to wrap around the right leg, although I'm not really interested in going there, but it's interested in investigating what might be possible. Then the left hand comes down, tuck the left knee under, keep rotating towards the left until you're in Gomukhasana, or again, any variation, cross-legged variation. And then we investigate this relationship. Moving the rib cage around, the pelvis, feeling into the thighs. I can once again add any shoulder opener. Moving towards intensity with interest, but not with brute force, and not with looking for a result. I don't have to go, oh yeah, my hips need to be open more, or my shoulders need to be open more. I just want to be interested in sensation. And then to come out of it. Releasing the arms, go the only way you can unfold, which will be towards the left to unfold to find downward facing dog. Again, I'll just keep adjusting till I'm in the frame. And then just come to sit and pause. And now what I'll do is I'll do it right side, left side without the explanation. I'll just explain which shapes I'm moving through, but so that you can see how the movement starts connecting to the next movement, to the next movement, to the next movement, and it starts to make a lot more sense internally. Okay, so once again, I'll start downward facing dog. Squatty dog, toes to the left. Right foot comes under, rock star. Hips come down, right leg crosses above left knee. Rock it from right to left. Continue rocking to the left. Right foot down, right hand down. Unfold Ardha Chandrasana. Step the left leg back, Virabhadrasana 2. Push off with the right foot, spiral reach over the left leg. Right hand comes down, right knee comes under, twisting, continuing to the right. Making circles or snaking. Then reverse the circle. And as I pass the left foot, unfold, finding downward facing dog. And changing to the left side, bend the knees, turn the toes to the right, step the left foot under, find the rock star. Sit the hips down, crossing the left foot above the right knee, rock it from side to side. Place the left foot and the left hand down, unfold Virabhadrasana, Ardha Chandrasana in real world. Step the right foot back, finding Virabhadrasana 2. Push off with the left foot, spiral reach over the right knee. The left hand comes down, tuck the left knee under, right knee is on top. And then again, you can add the Garudasana arms or not. As I add the circular action, I can circle over the right knee, continuing towards the left. Place the left hand down, unfold, downward facing dog. And so you can see, if I don't have a mat, I can just keep changing directions slightly or a great deal, depending on how the body keeps unfolding. I don't have to face any particular way. I just have to let my foot step or my arm reach, depending on how far or long it wants to go. So keep playing with that so that you build that sense of rhythm and sensation. Find the felt sense in the body as you move through the shapes, so that eventually you're not thinking that much anymore. It becomes rhythmic, it becomes intuitive. And see how you get along with that.